two New York restaurants just caused a major outrage with some social media keyboard warriors. Borio's restaurant and Cooper's Landing, both overlooking the Oneida Lake in New York, have triggered the liberally biased group of folks irritated that someone would actually fight back against the protesting NFL players. That's strange because the liberals usually protest and they also protest other people's protests. Isn't it bizarre that they're now mad that someone else is fighting back against their side? They're literally mad that the restaurants took a stand against the recent NFL players' protests of the national anthem and American flag, and I think that's absolutely hilarious. The protesters are mad that the restaurants are protesting the protesters. The restaurants posted signs notifying patrons, specifically football fans, that they'll boycott the NFL games until the league does something about the ridiculous, disrespectful, and seemingly racist protests towards the American flag. The restaurants faced a barrage of responses on social media. The outrage from potentially angry anti-American folks. The support came from people who love and enjoy our country, the opportunity it provides, and the number of great American freedoms we have. Seriously folks, where else can you dip a Philly cheesesteak into a bucket of pumpkin spice latte-flavored white girl ice cream topped with pepperoni pizza while chugging your cheap parking lot beer and everyone totally thinks that's normal? You're darn right. That's right here in America, home of the free and land of the brave. Nowhere in there did we say land of the whiny, complainer, and millionaires who act oppressed. Cicero, New York. The owners of two lakeside Cicero restaurants are learning the risks of jumping into a divisive public issue like the one involving NFL players and the national anthem. Borio's restaurant posted a sign at its door saying it will no longer show NFL games on its televisions after the Pittsburgh Steelers did not come onto the field for the national anthem Sunday. Then Cooper's Landing, which like Borio's overlooks Oneida Lake, joined in, posting a statement on its Facebook page saying it, too, will no longer show NFL games. So after this past weekend with the NFL, Coopers will be joining Borio's and not airing the NFL games. Enough is enough. It's time for these $1 million snowflakes to stop disrespecting the men, women, dogs that signed a blank check for them to act like this. Hopefully things will change. We will be airing baseball, hockey, mud, water and snow sports with specials. United we stand. Let's be glad the two restaurants did this because it's about time people stood up to those who hate our country. Some people hate America, but not these two fine eateries in New York. I would eat there every day this week if I lived in their neighborhood. I don't need football on Sunday to make my meal decent. Most people can eat perfectly fine without football. Here are some of the reactions. It seems like the arrogant entitled players forget a few things. First of all, we pay their salary. Without fans, the football players will earn very little. Fans get price gouged from everything from paying $40 just to park, then $8 or more for an overpriced tiny beer in the stadium. Why would I want to spend $80 on 10 beers when I can spend $30 on a case and bathe in the beer outside the stadium? Why? Because our talent costs money and they want millions. We, the fans, have been giving in to them because we think football is manly, mandatory, and a necessary evil to have in our lives. I got two words for the NFL: screw football. People don't need it. People don't care about it. And people are not wasting another red cent on the sport until the league takes politics out of the game. We don't need protests in sports. Protesters are already annoying in real life, so we don't want them infiltrating our fantasy world of sports and our fantasy leagues either. People were complaining that they wouldn't eat at the restaurant because they spoke out against the protesters. Good for them. They're the minority in a country where the majority is about to speak. These are the people who cry about everything at PTA meetings because their fake gluten-free kid who is vertically challenged doesn't get picked first for basketball at recess. The other side of this picture is that no restaurant can afford to lose business, so what do? They're going to lose money either way. Here's a solution. Put the games on one television. Put something else on another television. Let customers decide what they want to watch. At the end of the business day, the restaurant still needs to earn a living. They can make a point by taking their football games off some of their TVs and giving their customers the options. That's called being responsible without losing money. That's called letting the customer decide what they want to watch while they're spending money. I would respect any restaurant more for doing it this way because it shows they want their people to enjoy themselves, but it still makes the point that overpaid athletes are jerks who disrespect our veterans. I would rather see a business stay successful than to close down because they scared away too many customers with their protest. The owners have to make their points without sacrificing everything they've worked for. If you're in or near Cicero, then please support Borio's and Cooper's Landing. They're on the right side of the tracks with this one, and giving them support is the all-American way. I still say screw football, but I'm saying it with another word that begins with F and rhymes with suck, something the NFL is very good at doing right now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to my channel.